Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight we are here with the 2019 All-Star Race for the ISRA, that is the United States Racing Association, here at Eldora Speedway, presented by the number 24 Dalton Tucker. Yes, Dalton Tucker will be joining me in the booth here tonight for this race. Now, Dalton is currently third here in practice. I don't know why he's not racing if he's doing that well, but he says it's not his cup of tea. Now, he'll be joining me momentarily. He had to run, do some errands real quick, but he will be back. I am Joshua Medlock from MaxSpeedTV. Glad to have everybody out there, and it looks like we've got about 9 viewers here currently here in chat. Casey Sanford and Mel21Ac YT. Glad to have you guys in a chat here tonight. Now, they are in a driver's meeting here currently. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go through the point standings just like we always do. That will get everybody up to speed on the points. There is no points on the line tonight, so this is kind of just a fun race for them. There is money, however. We'll get to that in a minute. But Tony Manji is in first, 656 points. Dalton Tucker in second, 617 points. Josh Mayu in third, 543 points, 74 back behind Dalton. Dalton is 39 back behind Tony. Kenneth McCullough Jr. up a spot in fourth, 482, 61 back. Thomas Gold fell one spot from last week. He's currently fifth, 464, 18 behind Kenneth. Matthew McCann up a spot into sixth, 453 points. He is 11 back behind Gold. Jim Westerfield up 2 spots into seventh, 436, 17 back behind McCann. Greg McKinney fell 3 spots. He is down to 8th, 434, 2 back behind Jim. Terry Griffey down a spot as well. He is currently 9th, 432, 2 back as well. Scotty Johnson will round out the top 10 in points with 387, 45 back behind Terry. Chuck Carroll in 11th, 383, 4 back behind Scott. And Logan Keiss in 12th, 343. He is currently in 40 points behind Chuck Carroll. All right, well, that will do it for the points here coming into tonight. Like I said, folks, there is no money. There are no points on the line here tonight. There is, however, some money that they will be racing for. I believe the winner of the race will get $100. And I don't know if that's coming from Dalton himself or if it's coming from the league. I'm not entirely sure. We'll let Dalton handle that when he gets back. But if you remember going back to the beginning of the race or the beginning of the stream here, it was 25 to second, 10 to third, and $15 to the person with the least amount of incidents that's on the lead lap. So that's going to be interesting seeing it as we are here at Dirt. How long until a green flag? Well, we've got 5 minutes left of practice. Then they will get into qualifying. And, of course, they'll run their qualifying laps, and then we'll get them girded up. So we're probably looking at about another 15 minutes or so. Really depends on who decides to qualify here tonight, because this is dirt. There's going to be a lot of bumping, a lot of banging. It's just for fun, but these guys will race like it's a regular race, no doubt about it. But yes, thank you, Dalton Tucker, for putting this on, and I'm really looking forward to it. So as we take a look at the pre-race analysts here coming into the race, we've got 100 laps they're going to be doing tonight. They are doing stages. Stage 1 and 2 Stage 1 will be 40, Stage 2 will be at 80, and then there'll be a 20, roughly about a 20, I'd say about a 16 lap shootout there at the end to finish out the race here tonight. So they are going to go ahead and do their normal stage thing here. They were going to do some other, some events here, but they really didn't have a whole lot of people sign up for it, so they did not do that. But however, here, we've still got, it looks like 16 drivers. Can't count Dalton because he's not going to race. So it looks like 16 trucks will be out on the track here tonight for I-States here at Eldora. And it looks like yeah, it's it was something that I guess they decided to do. Yeah, with today being Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. If you're watching, if you're not watching, still yet happy Mother's Day. Yeah, I was a little shocked too, but they wanted to go ahead and put it on and everything. So I don't know if he's back. Dalton, you back yet, bud?
Yeah, I just got back.
All right. Well, Dalton Tucker in the booth now, back from the store. Well, Dalton, you're not racing tonight. You decided to join me up here. But talk about this event. What made you decide to, sponsor it, and how did you come about that?
Well, me and Josh were talking. It was one night a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, it's the All-Star race, so usually big money, stuff like that. And I was like, dirt's not my favorite thing. How about I just put up some money and watch everybody else go at it and take a week off?
Well, you're not too shabby in practice, though. Third in practice here. So you were pretty quick out there, but you decided to not do it.
Yeah, for everybody else's safety, it's probably best I sit this one out.
Well, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and step away here real quick. Me and Dalton, we're going to play the national anthem before they get into qualifying here. And you don't want to miss the action because there's going to be a lot of carnage here tonight, I should say, but it's for fun. These guys they'll race like it's asphalt, though. So, but stay put, everybody. Go ahead and go grab you a beverage and get ready because qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Another friend. fight you in vain. The name of the fray, we are the ISRA. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the ISRA. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, for the land of the free, and the
Alrighty, we are back live here on MaxSpeedTV. It's still me and Dalton up here, just chilling, watching qualifying. It looks like, well, no surprise, Dalton's friend of me is up front there, Tony Manji.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the track's like, because being 0.7 off his practice time, that's a pretty big difference. And Jared's a whole second off.
Jared Duda into second, Ed Adams third, Jim Westerfield in fourth, and Darren Bruce currently in that fifth spot. Well, it looks like we do have, see, Matthew McCann in the 00. That's who I'm currently on right now. Now, Kenneth McCullough, it looks like, is putting in the slowest time here in qualifying. Greg McKinney. Now, Greg was really quick in practice, Dalton. You know that.
He can wheel these things pretty good.
Well, he's out here now. It looks like he's having some issues right here at the start, but I'm sure he'll get it going again. Timmy Trowbridge, I believe he is a newcomer to the league in that number 14.
Yeah, I think did he race last week? I can't.
Yeah, I think that was his first race, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the name sounds familiar, and if that name sounds familiar, then you probably saw it somewhere.
Yeah, I believe this is his second race, and he's decided to join the All-Star race, man. I think they want that money.
Yeah. I definitely want some of it.
Why ain't you the one giving it away?
Yeah, kind of ironic.
Oh, Timmy Trowbridge, he is going into third. Whoa, what a lap. A 22:07, 14. See here, Thomas Gold back out here. Dude, scraping the wall. See, Scott Bellum.
That also could be why they're a little slower in qualifying, just being conservative and not hit the wall so it actually counts their lap.
Yeah, because if you spin it or if you hit the wall, it will not count. Scott Bellum into third. Knocks out Timmy Trowbridge. Now Scott goes to the pole with a 19.729 tying. Now you'd have to get into the milliseconds to figure out the time, but he actually grabbed the pole over Tony Manji. Currently. That could change.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of lap Greg McKinney puts down.
Greg McKinney, I don't see him out here. He's not entered his car again yet. And we've got
Well,
Terry Griffey in the number 9 Tide Machine, putting in a qualifying time of 26.982. Well, they get 4 resets here tonight. Do you think anybody's going to scave away here tonight without using their resets?
I think that's going to be a big negative. I think everybody's going to use 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, Jim West in chat. I presume that's Jim Westerfield. He says, this will be interesting to say the least. Thank you, Dalton Tucker. You the man. And Aaron Stafford in chat says, can't wait to see the race. Well, it's going to be interesting for me and Dalton for sure. Because we're up here watching it. We're going to see hand and foot what these guys have to do to keep it straight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Oh, Brady Rhodes spinning it, but going into 4th. Logan Keiss. I always want to call him Keys. But his last name is pronounced Keiss. In the 43 Psychedelic Silverado, that's what I call it.
Yeah, every time I see his last name, I gotta make myself think it's eyes, like, and then just put the K in front of it.
Yeah, yep, Kais, yep. Well, speaking of Kais, he's going to go into 3rd, knocking Jared Duda back to 4th. Scott Bellum still has the top spot in the 81. Tony Mangi in 2nd.
It's going to be interesting to see Greg kind of come up from the back, because I think he kind of messed up both of his laps.
Yeah, I believe he did. You only get 2 laps qualifying, so you mess them both up, you've kind of just got to go from there. But I think it'll be good for Greg McKinney because, you know, the mayhem is going to start on lap 1.
It might start before lap 1.
You think it'll start before lap 1?
I know these trucks, like at pace speed, I mean, they're hard to control. They kind of want to go all over the place.
Yep, pace speed I believe is 40 and pit speed is 30.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I looked at
truck, they're not very stable at slow speeds.
no, they're not. I have raced the trucks at Eldora. Now, I personally enjoy racing the trucks at Eldora. Yes, they are a handful, but it is so much fun doing it. You know, you get 15 or 20 trucks out there. It is a blast.
Yeah, if you don't have to worry about incidents and things like that, I mean, it's probably more fun than any asphalt.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Dalton, we're going to go ahead and ask this, but on the flyer, it had Dalton's pick on there, and of course, we don't know who that is, but we're going to get that answer from you right now. Who are you going to pick to come out with a win here tonight?
Probably going to have to go with Greg McKinney. If he can get through it, I think he's got a good shot at it.
All right. Well, your pick will be Mr. Greg McKinney, and I'm actually going to go for kind of I wouldn't say an underdog, but I would say somebody that I don't go for very often, but is the number 27 of Darren Bruce. Now, he is currently qualified 9th, so he's going to have to work his way up there too, but Greg, he knows how to wheel and deal in these trucks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's a fairly long race, so the track's not going to be the same from lap 1 to the end, so they have to adjust to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, that'll do it for qualifying here. Get them down here on the qualifying grid. Now, this is the moto option starting grid here. Row number 1, Scott Bellum, tying actually Tony Manji, but will take the pole here with a 19.729. Congratulations to Scott for getting the pole. Tony Manji will be in that second spot on the outside of him. Logan Keiss in third, Jared Duda in fourth, Brady Road in fifth, Timmy Trowbridge in sixth, Ed Adams in 7th, Jim Westerfield in 8th, Darren Bruce 9th, and Thomas Gold will round out the top 10. You want me to do the rest of them, or do you want to do them?
You stopped at 10?
Yes, I did.
Alright, we got the 02 of Josh Mayu in 11th, the 00 of Matthew McCann in 12th, and Terry Griffey in the 9 car starting 13th. Greg McKinney in the 20, starting 14th. I can't see the ones after that.
Okay, well, race control's not racing. The number 24 of Dalton Tucker's in the booth with me. So Kenny McCullough will actually start. Well, right now they've got him 17th, but he'll start ahead. So we got Kenny McCullough in 17th, Jonathan Whalen in 18th, Chuck Carroll 19th, Scott Wise 20th. So that will do it for the field. Now I've got to find Mr. Scott Bellum. There he is. All right. Yeah, when you're not used to doing it, it's kind of confusing, isn't it, Dalton?
Yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, oh boy, I don't know which ones are racing, which ones just joined, and I was like, I'll let you do it.
Sounds good. Aaron Stafford. Now, are you talking about current NASCAR drivers or all-time favorites? Because, I mean, that could be taken either way. All right, well, Pace Truck has pulled off here. They're going to get, I believe, 2 laps here to get everybody onto the track. And, wow. It's going to be fun. Yeah, they're going to get 2 laps here. All right, well, get ready and buckle up because we're about to go sling some dirt here at Eldora in the trucks with the I-States Racing Association. This is the All-Star Race presented by Dalton Tucker. Pace car dives in, and we are waiting for the green flag. Scott Bellum in control. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing, boys. And we're already going 4 wide back here. Whoa. Oh, the 14 into the wall already. That was Timmy Trowbridge, and he's keeping it straight. Oh, man, what a group of cars. Ed Adams currently in that 11. Oh, and they're touching. Oh, look at the 97. Thomas Gold coming from 10th, already up to 6th. Thing about dirt is, Dalton, you got to be really quick because anything can happen.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, a car, it definitely don't act the same as it does on the asphalt.
No, it does not. Now, Scott Bellum has fell back to 3rd. He did not get to lead a lap. Tony Manji is up front. He's led all 3 laps here so far. Timmy Trowbridge, he is riding that outside wall there. I think he's doing a little mirror driving off of Tony Manji. Sort of. I don't think Tony's hitting the wall, though. I don't know. We'll go back and take a look at it. A little bit of a battle going on right up ahead of here. It looks like Darren Bruce, the 27 up high, Logan Keiss down low. This is for 8th. The 11 of Ed Adams fighting it, making sure he doesn't get into nobody. And whoa, that was a little scary there for Logan and Ed. These guys still wheeling and dealing out here. Ed's going to go high. The 27 of Darren's going to weave it back and forth. And I think he tags the 02 of Josh Mayu, but still straight, still green.
Shoot, this battle with Tony and Tim, it's gotten pretty heated up here.
All right, well, we're going to go back up front here and look at the heated battle here for that top position. Man, look at them.
As soon as I say that, he drops back a little, but they're pretty close up here.
Well, you know, and you was out here practicing with them early on. You know how rough it is.
Oh yeah, you can run somewhat of the same lap and lose a second, and then the next lap you're fast.
Yep.
Just one little mistake and you're right there again.
All right. Well, it looks like I've got one of my buddies in chat from another league, actually. David LeClaire joining the chat. David, glad to have you. Johnny Beecham also in chat. Glad to have you as well. Man. Well, as these two up front sling this dirt side by side, we're going to keep an eye on it, but we're going to go back here into the field of ways, check on some other drivers. Like Josh Mayu has found a comfortable spot, it looks like, for the most part, in that 02. And he's got Greg McKinney, though, right behind him. Started 14th. He's up 4 positions. Now, that is your pick. So we're going to have to watch that number 20.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised at how clean this race has been so far.
Well, I could have jinxed it when I said the mayhem's going to start on lap 1. Well, the first stage is going to end because they are going to run stages here tonight. The first stage is going to end on lap 40. Looks like we've got some guys hitting the wall here. Might be hitting each other. Well, let's check on Jim Westerfield back here in 13th. Oh, we got a caution. Scott Wise. All right, well, let's go back here and take a look and see what happened to Mr. Scott Wise. First caution of the evening here tonight. Well, it might be just a single car. See what happened to Scott. He might have just lost it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He kind of was on the straightaway, kind of fishtailing, and then just went in the turn and kind of hooked it.
Yep, single car, fishtailing, hooked it, and spun it. So that will bring out the caution. That Scott's on pit road. I figured he would. I don't think anybody else gonna come in, do you?
They probably don't want to use those fast repairs they got.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get a word in with anybody, being, you know, this is a dirt track, so it's kind of like a short track. They'll go back green pretty quickly here. But we might not be able to get an interview in under caution. All right, see, that's they're already going to get double file. Are they going to go double file, or is it going to be single file restarts?
I'm thinking it's going to be double.
It looks like it is going to be double. All right. Well, Tony Monge going to lead them back to the green flag with Timmy Trowbridge in second. Dalton, get them going this time, bud.
Oh, boy. I don't know if I can do boogity, boogity, boogity as good as you can.
You don't have to.
Pace car is off and green flag. Looks like Tony got a pretty decent start on the high side, which I figure that'll probably be the preferred line on restarts. Shoot, Timmy's battling pretty hard.
Yes, he is. Oh, look at the 97 Thomas Gold riding that high side again.
I already can't wait. It looks like Ed Adams spun.
Oh, Ed Adams.
Good couple cars in that one.
Yeah, it looks like we've got Jim Westerfield and Ed Adams. We'll go back here and take a look and see what happened to Mr. Ed. I don't mean that in a bad way, but Ed Adams here looks like he's doing pretty good though.
Yeah, it looks like the 29 Brady got into the back of him.
Let's take a look here and see what happened. Yeah, it looks like the 11 washed up, and he just spun it. He started to go around, and then the 29 tags him to finish it off. And it looks like the 02 of Josh Mayu going to get a piece of the 11 as he spun around, and Jim Westerfield in the 15 had nowhere to go and just plowed right into the 11. So, well, that's kind of what happens on dirt. You don't have any reaction time. And they're already going to get double foul again, it looks like. It don't take long.
Not at all. And I noticed when someone's sideways kind of slow in front of you, it's hard to miss them.
Yeah, it sure is. They've got a... Well, as the pace truck dives off here, Tony is going to get him going here on that high side. Green flag is back out. That quick. Oh, side-by-side action. Oh, buddy, they're 4 wide right here. Oh, the 81 of Scott Bellum on that high side, the pole sitter. And, man, the way they just spread out is horrendous. I mean, oh, we got a big battle back here. The 03 of Kenny McCullough almost went around after getting tagged. I believe that was by the 27 of Darren Bruce. Well, everybody keeps it straight. The 02 of Josh Mayu has got a mirror full of the 00 of Matthew McCann. Oh, Ed Adams is back out there. He kept it going. He's on that low side of the 11. We're going to check up front here again with the leaders. With Tony Mangi now going on 3 wheels going around the corner there.
Yeah, it seems like for the most part they just kind of single file at the top.
Timmy Trowbridge in second. Jared Duda in third. Has got a mirror full of Thomas Gold, the 97. Everybody is single file here, it looks like, for the most part. Well, we got a battle back here. The Logan Kais, Matthew McCann in the 00. Logan on that outside in the 43. Josh Mayu in the 02 has got a bird's eye view. We'll watch the battle right here for a moment between these drivers. It looks like they got it situated out here. Well, we're already down to 10 laps left here in the stage. And it looks like race control is on pit road in the car. Who is race control? I could never figure that out.
I think it's Douglas Hess.
Douglas Hess. Okay. Oh, caution! Terry Griffey, I believe it was. All right, let's go back here and take a look and see what happened to Terry. It looked like it might be just a single car spin again. Not entirely sure. Did he catch that wall, that outside wall? That will be the big question here. It looks like Josh Mayu up ahead of him catching that outside wall. Terry Griffey just loses it and then gets tagged by the 29 of Brady Road, but the 9 was going around, so that is the caution on that one. Well, I figured we'd have some cautions here tonight. I mean, I don't think you can go a dirt race without having a few. You know, it's dirt.
Yeah, if it went green the whole time and just cautions for the stages, I would have been very impressed.
Well, they are keeping it clean. You know, it looks like a lot of it's just single car spins.
Yeah, the little bit of practice I did, it could spin pretty easy. And like your first instinct is, oh, I gotta floor it. I gotta put more throttle into it, but that definitely doesn't help.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've got about 6 laps left here in the stage. So the pace truck gonna dive off again. And we're back green already. Oh, 3 wide up here. 3 wide for second. Oh, we were 3 wide. Now we're 2 wide. All right, here they go. They're bumping and banging. 53 into the wall. 97 into the wall. 53. Wow, Jared Duda, man, he's using that wall to help him. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, the practice I did, I noticed if you could get the right rear of the truck and just barely touch it, you could go really fast.
Battle back here, some bumping and some banging with the 00 of Matthew McCann and the 29 of Brady Road. They got it figured out. Battle going on back here. 03 of Kenny McCullough on the high side. He's gonna, looks like, get passed by the 9 of Terry Griffey. Well, you can take the positions back, but oh, and we're spinning 14 and 29 around. It'll be Timmy Trowbridge and Brady Road, and I think that may do it for the stage. We'll go back here and take a look. Now this is, like I said, folks, just for fun. No points on the line. I'm sure they're out here having a good time. Let's check and see what happened to Brady and Timmy. They might have made some contact, or Timmy might have spun, and oh, Timmy comes up right in front of Brady, and Brady just nowhere to go. The 00 going to get a piece of that too, Matthew McCann. So that'll bring
It seems like Brady's been throwing bananas out in front of him. I think that's 3 people that spun out right in front of him.
Yep. All right, well, stage number 1, I believe, will go to Tony. Not exactly sure. Did they throw the caution again?
I'm not too sure, but race control came over and said that is the end of the stage, so.
All right, yeah, well, yep, Tony will get the stage win here tonight, so we'll go ahead and verify it. Stage 1 winner, Tony Manji. Didn't get a chance to interview him. That was, it's just part of it.
Yeah, it's nice that they don't do many pace laps because you get more race time, but you can't really interview nobody.
Yeah, that is true. Get them going.
Green flag's out. It looks like Jared and Tony are battling it. Jared's been pretty strong last run, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do now that he's up here. It's gonna be hard to pass Tony on that high side though. It looks like he's got it working out real good.
Yeah, he's up there in that cushion, and I think he's figured out the track.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty good at figuring them out like that.
Well, as they figure it out up front, the 81 and the 20. Well, here comes the 20, Greg McKinney. Now, you said it. That's going to be the guy to watch. And he's already up to third. Well, he's fighting for third. I believe he has third now, away from the 81 of Scott Bellum.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the final stage, see how much they get into it then.
Ooh, 97 of Thomas Gold, hard into that outside wall. Looks like they're getting spread out again here for the most part. Our pole sitter, Scott Bellum, currently back here in fifth. Matthew McCann on that high side. He's got cars around him behind him. Terry Griffey, Logan Keiss, and the 02 of Josh Mayu. Oh, Josh not doing too shabby. He's in 9th position. Started 11th. Still, everybody out here on the track that started except for, well, everybody that started the race is still out here. Looks like Jonathan Whalen and Chuck Carroll did not start, so. Let's see here, Kenny McCullough, who is that? The 29 of Brady Road. He's doing the same thing everybody else is, using that wall. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Well,
I can't say that. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. Well, look at Tony Monge. He now has a 3.4 second lead over Jared Duda in second. Just like asphalt, Tony he's not disappointing. Dalton, you know it as well as I do. He's one heck of a driver.
Yeah, without a doubt. If he's not up front, then usually something happened to him. And I mean, if he's not first, second, third, or at least battling, either he got caught up in a wreck or something. I mean, he's fast. He's always up there.
Well, he's up there now. Here and there, it looks like you're going to have to pay your competition if it holds the way it is.
Yeah, I might have to kind of run away and not talk to anybody for a week or so.
Well, it's good that you two have a good a good friendship on and off the track. You two race each other hard, even though y'all are not teammates. Oh, we've got a caution. Oh, Josh Mayu and the 9 getting involved in that. It looks like the 29 might have been involved in it as well. We will go back and take a look. It looks like Josh, and I was just talking good about Josh too. Looks like Josh took it low. Gets it straightened back out. See here what happened. Oh, they go 3 wide and then contact made between the 02 and the 9. And then the 31 got involved in that as well. Both Josh and the 9 collected the 31, and Josh and the 9 hit the wall of Terry Griffey, hit that inside wall at the same time.
Yeah, you put a lot of asphalt drivers on dirt, stuff like that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. Well, lights are off on the truck again. We're gonna be going back green flag racing. All right, it looks like the lights came back on the pace truck, so it looks like we're gonna go one more time around. All right. I think they had to get it all situated out here. Looks like Josh on pit road, as well as Scott Wise. Ed Adams 1 lap down, but he is on the track. And Josh gonna come back out before he goes a lap down. So pace truck gonna dive off into the pit road here. And on the loud pedal, Tony Monchi goes. Good start by Tony, as well as the 53 of Jared Duda taking it low. I think he's wanting to get away from that high side for right now.
Yeah, there's a lot more action going on that restart.
Yeah, there was, and we've still got some action. Greg McKinney fighting his way all the way from 14th. He is up to 4th. Oh, the 14 of Timmy Trowbridge sideways, and no caution yet, but there it is. I believe the 03 of Kenny McCullough got involved in that. So let's go back here and take a look and see what happened to Kenny. I think it started up ahead of him. Oh, the 29 and the 03 touch there. No harm, no foul on that one. I think it was just might have been a product of the 03 trying to dodge it. And unfortunately, it cost him. Oh, no, contact between him and the 27 of Darren Bruce. That's what sent the 03 spinning. All right. Lap 60 of 100 here tonight. We've got about 20 more laps to go before the end of stage number 2. Ever since Tony took over point, Dalton, he hasn't looked back.
No, not at all. He checks out every restart.
See how good of a jump he can get here. Get him going, Dalton.
Pace truck should be pulling off any second. He's got a teammate inside of him and behind him this time, and it's green. Looks like Jared got a pretty decent start this time on the bottom. Just not sure if he can carry enough speed with Tony on the outside.
Oh, they're bumping and banging back here. Woo! Greg McKinney up to 3rd. Oh, Jim Westerfield. Oh, the 9 sideways, the 27. And we have another caution. All right, well, the 27 of Darren Bruce, I know, was involved in that. I think the 15 spun, and might have been the 15. Yeah, the 15. And then the 27 making contact. We'll see here. Oh, yeah, it was a little close. Oh, a little bit of bumping going on back here. Yeah. Right up here is where it happened. Oh, it was the 9, Terry Griffey. Sorry, 15. The 15 is Jim Westerfield. I'm picking on Jim here tonight. That's where the caution's going to come out. The 27 and the 9 making contact. And I think that was the 11 of Ed Adams. He is going to tag Darren Bruce. All right.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys are scared to come down pit road and use up one of the fast repairs.
Well, let's see here. The top 7 have not pitted. Brady Road has pitted twice. And then Matthew McCann, Jim Westerfield have not pitted. We've got a lot of guys that have not pitted.
Yeah, it's definitely smart to save them until the end.
Well, everybody but Scott Wise on the lead lap here tonight. The top 15. Pace truck is off and away. Green flag is back out. And Tony getting a good jump there on that outside. He kind of left the 53 of Jared Duda hanging there. Oh, where'd the 20 go? Whoa, and no wrecking back here. Oh, no. That was a big one. Picking on Jim, and Jim gets into a wreck. All right, well, let's go back here and pick on Jim some more. How about that? Go back
yeah,
here.
It almost looked like the 53s might have started in like a different gear.
Oh.
Like he went at all.
53 of Jared Duda. Ooh, yeah, that outside line. All right, well, let's see here. See what happened to Jim. I know Jim was involved in that incident there. Ooh, yeah, that inside did not go. We're gonna ride along here with Jim. Oh, contact made between Trowbridge and Jim Westerfield. And that, of course, sent Jim hard into the inside wall and collected a few of them. Josh Mayu involved in that. All right, well, Josh and Jim both on pit road. I think they might have used a reset there. I'm not sure. It looks like Jim did use a reset. All right. If Josh used one. It looks like Josh Mayu did use one too, and it looks like the 14 just popped. The 14 of Timmy Trowbridge, he is going to come down pit road. I believe he will probably use one of those 4 resets that they do have here tonight. Well, if it lets him. All right, he used a reset. He'll be off and away. Pace car, truck, whatever it is off, and we're back to green flag racing. As they go 2, 3 wide back here, Tony still holding strong. Greg McKinney in a whole lot of traffic behind him. Now look at the 81 though of, oh, we got another caution. Whoa! Where'd that come from?
Gee, I'm not too sure because I can't even find it.
Well, let's go back and see. Now, I know Timmy was down pit road. Okay. And then he come off the track. I don't know if it was him. I'm going to go on Timmy Trowbridge here and see if he might have spun it. Not entirely sure. Yeah, I believe it was Timmy coming back down the pit lane, and he stopped.
Yeah, that pit entrance is pretty tight.
Yeah, so unfortunate for Timmy, but he is going to come back out onto the racing surface here.
Yeah, it's showing him a lap down, but I think they'll end up giving him a wave around so he can get back on the lead lap.
Lights are off on the truck, the pace truck. The truck of doom, that's what I call it.
Gee, he might be the only one with the straight quarter panel on it right now.
All right, 6 more laps and that'll be the end of stage 2 here. Right now, Tony has led 72 laps here tonight. Now, Jared Duda did lead a lap, so it's not going to be a clean sweep. Whoa, what a jump by the 53, but did he pass before the line? Look at Logan Keiss though, making moves in the middle. They 3 wide up here. No contact. Good save, Greg McKinney. That could have been ugly. Oh, we got another caution. Darren Bruce, Matthew McCann, and it looks like Josh involved in that. So let's go back here and pick on Matthew McCann and the Hooter Silverado. See exactly what happened for everybody out there watching.
I guess it's true what they say, cautions breed cautions.
Mm-hmm. Now it looks, oh, contact between the 27. And that sent the 00 hard into that outside wall. See, Bruce, Westerfield, and Mayu got I guess, involved in that. Yeah, the 27. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Oh, the 31 of Scott Wise just barely made it through. Oh, good one there by Scott. Whew. Well, are we going to have a 1-lap shootout, or will that do it for the stage?
If they do it, it should be a 1 lap, but I kind of think they'd just say that's the end.
Well, all right. Well, Tony, going to lead them back to the green flag. Pace truck's off and away. And we're back underway for ISRA. Slinging some dirt. Boy, they are slinging some dirt, too. Oh, we got some scraping going on back here. Whew. 20 to go. I believe Tony Manji is going to be your stage 2 winner. So this is just one of those fun races. And oh man, a 9 of Terry Griffey. Yeah, and that is a caution. See, the 9 of Terry Griffey and Thomas. Okay, Thomas Gold. Okay, it might have been Thomas Gold there. I bring out the caution. So let's take a look here, see what happened to Thomas. I know Terry Griffey, I know there was some bumping and some banging back there with Terry Griffey. So what happened here to Gold? Looks like he's got a hold of it here for the most part. Did he spin it? Did he get bumped? What? Oh, I see what happened. He came up into the wall and gets tagged by Ed Adams. Ed tags him about 4 or 5 times. That's it right there. Right. Well, the top 5 still have yet to pit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a trend until the end.
Scott.
Just looking at them, they definitely need to pit.
Oh man. Good racing though. I mean, I bet they're having fun down there.
Yeah, I imagine if this was a points race, there might be a few cuss words at the end.
Well, if it was a points race, you sure in the heck wouldn't be sitting up here with me.
That's for sure.
All right, pace car off. Green flag, here we go. And Tony Manji, though, man, he been out front most of the race. If anybody's going to be able to do it, whoa. Oh, no, the 43 of Logan Kais going for a ride. Oh. And he's got some heavy damage. All right, let's go back here and take a look and see what happened to Logan. Now, he was on the inside on this restart in second. Greg McKinney on the outside in the 20 gets around. Oh, Ed Adams on that high side, and it looks like they just could not get it straightened out here. Ed kind of stuck up there up against the wall. Logan kept sliding up high, and Ed just kept going. Ed didn't even back off. He's like, well, you're in my way, Logan. I'm just going to push you out of my way. How about that? Boy, what a ride Logan took. Wow.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to get sideways on dirt, but not that kind of sideways.
No, not that type of sideways. Well, he's up here, Greg McKinney, in that number 20. Can he get around the 92 of Tony Manji?
Yeah, he said he ain't gonna be scared to put a bumper to somebody if he's there.
Uh-oh. All right, well, double file here, and they're neck and neck. Green flag is back out. Here we go. We're going to try it again. 13, 12 to go. 12 to go. All right, Tony, though, man, very strong up against that wall, though. Whoa, the 20 of Greg McKinney. Oh, we're under caution again. Terry Griffey. And I believe Thomas Gold. All right, we'll go back here and take a look.
Shoot, I just noticed the 81's back in second. Looks like he fell back to the back, and now he's back up to the front.
Yeah, our pole sitter, Scott Bellum. All right, we're going to go back here and take a look and see what happened to Terry Griffey and all these guys. I mean, they were freaking 3 and 4 wide here. At some point, something's got to give. Oh, Terry just gets a little too hard on the gas and spins it. And there was a wreck up there ahead of him, the 97. Well, all right. Well, I don't want to stay on replay too long because we know how quickly they go back green, so... Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the caution number here tonight. 13 cautions. We've got 9 to go here. We'll have 9 to go. 4 lead changes. And caution laps 40. It's dirt. It's for fun. All right, 9 to go. Tony Manji, your leader. Scott Bellum in second. Jared Duda third. Greg McKinney still holding on, though. He's in fourth. Josh Mayu is in fifth from 11th. All right, pace car's off. Here we go. Green flag. Here we go, folks. look at Scott Bellum on that low side. He is by the wall. Oh, they're bumping and banging back here. No! Whoa! Caution's out again. 31 of Scott Wise has got a blown motor. All right, let's go back here again. Take a look. See what happened. I've been doing on I've been on them replays a lot tonight. I don't mind. Well, all right. We're taking a look back here to see what happened to Scott. I think Scott was just trying to hold on here, and oh, it happened right up ahead of him. The 9 of Terry Griffey, and I believe the 29. Yeah, the 29 getting involved. All right, and that's going to send Terry into the wall. Oh, that's what happened to Scott. He had nowhere to go, and door slams, or trunk slams, Terry Griffey. All right. Five laps to go.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting.
Well, I believe if they get under 4, we ain't gonna have a one-lap shootout. So.
No, it's gonna probably be next caution ends it.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, look who is up to 3rd. Josh Mayu and Ed Adams in 5th. Scott Bellum in 4th. Here we go. Green flag is back out. Now Jared Duda and Tony Manji gonna do battle. Scott Bellum, 3 wide, 2 wide here for a moment. Ooh, bumping and some banging again back here. And Greg McKinney make it back up front, and they're spinning here. The 0-2 of Josh Mayu sideways. Caution will fly. That'll do it for the race. Tony Manji will be your race winner, I do believe, here tonight. So let's go back here and take a look and see what happened at the exact point. All right. Well, I'm on Mr. Mayu here. I believe that is Ed Adams there behind. Oh, contact made between Ed Adams and Josh Mayu. That's what really upset Mayu. Mayu goes sideways and into Greg McKinney, and it was just a big pile up from there. The 14 slams hard into the 20 of Greg McKinney. Well, alrighty, well, back up live here. White flag will be in the air here. Final lap here tonight, folks. The 2019 ISRA All-Star Race at Eldora. Dalton Tucker, man, it was interesting.
That's to say the least. Honestly, I'm very impressed with how well everybody did, even with all the cautions. I mean, I think they did a heck of a job.
Oh yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Well, all right, coming to the checkered flag to take the win here tonight. It's gonna be Tony Manji, but no points. So Dalton, you can hold your breath. You know, you can breathe.
Yeah, I can sleep good tonight.
Well, all right. Well, we're gonna get the top 3 up here to interview here, folks. Don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show here for ISRA will be coming up, so you don't want to miss it. Alrighty, guys, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I have caught up with Scott Bellum. Scott Bellum, you started on the pole, but boy, it was so rough out there, man, in that 81. But hey, for a fun race, though, y'all did fairly well. There was a lot of probably some miscues out there, bud. Talk about the race.
Yeah, I mean, I expected a lot of cautions, and we actually got a lot more green flag runs than I initially thought. Trying to send a flyer for the qualifying, and I got the pole, but it just doesn't equate out to what the track's going to do throughout the race.
Yeah, dirt, it is a lot different from asphalt because the dirt, changes. It builds up, it goes away, it comes back, That's why they call it slinging dirt. But what was the key for you here tonight?
I think the key for me was just, pacing myself, trying to stay out of trouble. I mean, I dove to the bottom quite a bit, just looking to see if that bottom was ever going to come in. And I think it did, but it was way too late before I found it.
Well, all right, Scott. Well, it looks like you're going to win some money here tonight from our sponsor of the race by Dalton Tucker. Dalton, do you have anything for Scott?
Really no questions, but it was nice to see him start up front, fall to the back, and then work his way back up front. It's pretty interesting to watch.
Well, all right, Scott. Well, man, no points on the line here tonight, just really for fun. But going into the next race, it's going to change because now the points are going to start back up. What's your mindset?
Just keep surviving, keep learning. I come from the dirt side. I'm big into the sprint car thing, but just still learning on the asphalt.
Well, all right, Scott. Well, good luck out there, bud. Go celebrate third place here tonight for the All-Star race. And any thoughts, shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to my teammates at Imperial Motorsports, and obviously all the sponsors from tonight putting up money and letting us go out and race for fun.
Well, all right, Scott. Well, we'll see you next week, bud. Go celebrate third here tonight.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that'll bring us to second place. So you want me to do the interviews, or do you want to do some?
No, you're a lot better than me at it.
All right. Well, second place, Jared Duda, man. You started in fourth up front, and you bring it home second. Talk about your race, because it's different for each of the drivers. Talk about what you had to go through.
Main thing in this race was just keeping her clean, trying to stay up front, keep that track position, not having to get the car fixed. And one really big thing was restarts. We ran clean for the first few laps. It was really good. Everyone gave space, but as soon as those last 30, 40 laps were, it was a mess. Ton of cautions, had to be prime on those restarts.
Well, speaking of restarts, on the restart there, you were up there with Tony Manji. Was you hoping Tony would have made a mistake?
I'd never wish that upon someone to make a mistake and lose out on a race like that. But obviously, a little. You always want to go for a win.
All right, Jared. Well, man, congratulations, second here tonight. You're gonna win some money as well from Dalton Tucker, and we'll let Dalton handle all that after the race. But congratulations on second. Thoughts, shout out you want to give?
I just want to shout out, obviously, to Dalton sponsoring this thing. Putting on money on the line. Shout out to the guys helping me out here. ISRA, they're putting on a good show. Shout out to my dad, mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Well, all right, Jared. We'll go celebrate, bud. Get ready for some asphalt racing next week, man. You ready for it?
Yes, sir. That's where we like to live.
All right, Jared. Go celebrate second here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh. Well, all right. Well, that's going to bring us to our winner here tonight in the 92. I don't know why I said 02. But the 92 of Tony Manji. Well, Tony, no points on the line here tonight, but I think you wanted to pick on Dalton some more. What do you think?
Well, he wasn't racing, so I mean, I had to do something.
You had to do something. Well, you know, you're going to win here tonight, so congratulations on that. It looks like you're going to win a pretty good amount of money, too. You're going to get the win, and I believe you have the least amount of incidents as well on the lead lap. So, you're digging into Dalton's pockets there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, we had a really good best overhead door Chevy Silverado tonight. And yeah, certainly a shout out to Dalton, like you guys have said, for sponsoring, put on money for this event, letting us go put on a show. You know, earlier on in the race, we kind of did put on a show. I felt like had some green flag runs, and then we caught yellow fever, which is kind of to be expected at a track like Eldora. But really, it was all about kind of staying up at the top. Having control over the top was key. But other than that, from my vantage point, pretty smooth. Got a couple scrapes, but other than that, for a truck at Eldora, it still came out pretty clean.
Yeah, you did. Now, you kept all your resets because apparently you did not make even a single pit stop.
That was the goal. I felt like no matter where I started, no pit stops and then getting track position that way was going to be a heck of a lot easier than having to try to pass them on the track. That to me, because it just seemed like a one groove track tonight, which it happens. It's dirt, it's kind of, it changes. I know that the 81 kind of got the bottom to work for a little bit, and he was moving up through the field. So a couple people could do it. I sure as heck wasn't going to try it because I felt I was pretty stuck to where I was. So if we would have had, something crazy happen, I would have just been where I was. So, we kind of got lucky tonight, and it worked out.
Well, clean air, being up high, being out front definitely helped, Tony. No points on the line here tonight. So, everybody that's, fighting for the top 16 to make it into the chase, it's really, this was kind of a breather for them to say, okay, I've got to make some changes so I can make it to that top 16. But, when you get into the gist of things, you and Dalton, Josh May, the top 5, you guys really are, wanting to take control, and you and Dalton have been fighting for that first place for quite some time. Going into asphalt next week, now the points will start again. What's your mindset knowing that Dalton, even though had a break tonight, he's going to be back out there with you?
Well, first of all, stepping back to tonight, if Dalton had been out here, he would have kicked my butt tonight for sure. He is extremely good on dirt, and don't let him fool you. He's extremely good on asphalt too, and that's why I love racing with him every week. Clean racer, and we have a lot of fun. But going into another points race, it's going to be interesting to kind of see what happens at the next track. I'm sure there'll be the usual can of suspects. You'll have Dalton, you'll have Greg McKinney, you'll have Josh up there, Terry Griffey will be up there. You have a lot of the usual suspects, I'm sure, and it'll be a lot of fun to see where we end up shake out.
Well, all right, Tony. Well, Dalton, do you have anything for Tony?
All I gotta say is I'm not gonna lend out my motor next week. I gotta use it.
Yeah, thanks for that, buddy.
Yeah, that Ford power is pretty quick.
The Ford power helped me out tonight. No.
All right. Well, we got some competition, but we had some clean racing here tonight. Tony, man, congratulations on the win here. Get ready for some more asphalt, some more points going into next week. I've already got it updated over here, so we're going to be good to go for next week's race. Any thoughts, shout out, Tony, before you go celebrate the win?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank my sponsor, Best Overhead Doors, Greg McKinney. He had a solid run going tonight till he got caught up in a couple messes. But everybody at Dynamic Autosports, shout out to Jared Duda. And obviously, shout out to Dalton. A great show to him and I really awesome. And next week, thank you for the podcast. Got to thank Josh and ISRA for letting us race.
Well, all right, Tony. Yeah, you started cutting in and out very bad right there. I don't know if that was me or you, but might have been me. But well, all right, Tony, man, good luck out there. We'll see you next week, bud.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that might have been me, folks. All right. Well, we're going to run down through the final results here. I think I had a little bit of a sputter there. See here. Final results. Here we go. Well, all right. Tony Maggi going to grab the win here tonight for the ISRA All-Star Race at Eldora. Jared Duda going to finish in that second spot. Scott Belliman third, Ed Adams fourth. Greg McKinney in fifth. Solid run for Greg. Up there fighting for the win and just could not get back up there. Thomas Gold going to finish in sixth. Jim Westerfield seventh. Josh Mayu eighth. Darren Bruce ninth. And Logan Kice will round out the top 10 here. Kenny McCullough 11th, Timmy Trowbridge 12th, Brady Rowe 13th, Scott Wise 14th, Terry Griffey 15th, Matthew McCann 16th, Race Control not racing, Dalton Tucker not racing, he was in the booth, Chuck Harrell 19th, Jonathan Whalen 20th, and that'll do it here tonight. Dalton, man, it was great to have you in the booth here tonight, bud.
Yeah, it was great to be up here watching it, and good to have a week off too.
All right. Well, that'll do it here for MaxSpeedTV. Congratulations again to Tony Maggi for getting the win. We've got more action here with ISRA next Sunday night, folks. So please subscribe to MaxSpeedTV if you're new. Hit that little bell to turn on notifications. So until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.